get us started quietly, but I will start teaching in a bit. All right, I'm going to get going, guys. Page 57. I'm gonna expand on this on Monday, but optimization questions is just finding the best, right? Not just a solution, the best solution. And so in this case, we're talking about cars and buses. And I highlighted all the sentences or the places that kind of indicate some kind of restriction. There's a certain amount of space available, right? So it's like kind of saying up to this much available. I don't want to trick you there. Change this to feet, please. Sorry, no. Leave that in meters. This is going to all be meters as well, though. I don't want to trick you there. So meters. But the meters will go with the square meters here, right? So if it's 9 for a car and 36 for a bus, right? That's the space they both require. That has to be less than or equal to 540. Then the next one here says the manager of the lot does not want more than 45 vehicles. So that'd be our x plus y is less than or equal to 45. I'm doing them sideways because I'm going to work with them and figure out the intercepts in a bit. The lot has a minimum of 10 cars per day. So that is saying this. We're on page 57 of the second booklet. All right. And now we can work with this. Let's start with the easy one. Solid. True is to the right. I'm going to shade left. This one is a diagonal line. What's this one? A vertical, right? Tell yourself vertical, just so you know. Done. This one has intercepts 45, 0, 0, 45. You rewrite it. Solid. True is where? Below. Therefore, we're going to shade above. So these ones are fairly straightforward. We'll do this one here. 9x equal to 540. Divide both sides by 9. X is equal to 60. 60, 0. Split that. 36y is equal to 540. Divide both sides by 36. That's 15. Hey, if it's nice round numbers, we love that, but it doesn't have to be, right? It's just to help us graph. Rewrite that. 36y is less than or equal to negative 9x plus 540. Divide everything by 36. I'm not going to reduce that one, even though you could. Solid, true is below, shade above. So I'm kind of rushing through this because it's the last part that interests me. That's the part that's going to be different. So let's graph this. Grab a ruler. If we run out, your homework is going to be to just make sure you at least write down these notes, okay? I just want to get it started so that next week we have a couple of days where we go through these steps, right? I'm looking at my x values, and the biggest is 60, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That's pretty good. By the time you get to grade 12 applied, you should be expert at graphing. Experts at graphing, okay? My biggest y value is, I see it's 45. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, just for good measure. Doesn't hurt. 60, 0, 0, 15 would be right there. That's 9x plus 36y is less than or equal to 540. 45, 0, and 0, 45 is right there. X plus y is less than or equal to 45. And the x is 10 is right here. It's okay if you cross out things, not a big deal. Let's shade. Starting with my very first line here, I'm going to shade above that, it says. So I'm going to take my ruler, put it right against that line, and just a quick shading there. Okay. And then the other line also shade above. So you take the other one here, and that gets rid of this little sliver here, right? That's really on top of everything else, but it is shading everything above it, right? That's gone. And then the vertical, it says shade left because it's greater than, right? So that gets rid of that little sliver here. So you're left with this. This is your solution. Just write down the solution and the corner points. I'm going to put the POIs up here to save space. Okay, POIs. I went like these two, you can just read, right? 10, 0, and the other one is 45, 0. Right? These two at the bottom, you can just read. These, you need to figure out using your calculator. I'm going to have to do that as well.
Pardon the interruption, just a brief announcement before the bell goes. Those students purchased tickets for the pizza sale. The pizza has arrived and will be available at 11:45 once the bell is gone. Please proceed to the front of the school.
Vertical line. And I want plus 10, right? So I'm going to go negative 10. That's a bad window, sorry. Zoom standard, change it. I want to go all the way to 60 and all the way to 60 on the Y. That's better. Second trace 5. I'm going to find this one here, which is 45. This one. If you want to put an arrow, that's there. And then this one I'm going to find next. Second trace 5. Enter. There we go. And that's 10. 12.5. Can't have that. So that's 10, 13, right? That's the only one we need to round because it's discrete, right? Number of cars and buses. So this, right? These are the corner points surrounding my solution region. I have them right here. You'd probably lose half a mark if you don't round. Okay. This is where C comes in. This is the main point today. Determine the combination of cars that would maximize profit. I'm reading C. Okay. Given that a car pays $7.50 and a bus pays $25 to park. This is not an inequality, but this is the objective function. Write this down. Objective function to determine profit in this case would be, you just put a capital letter, I use P in this case, and it would be $7.50 for every car and $25 for every bus. This is the objective function that we're going to use to figure out what the best solution is. For now, I'm going to stop there because I want to continue. So your homework is to make sure this is in your notes so I can just take off from there on Monday. Okay, guys? If you need more practice, just go back. The keys are all posted. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend.